Okay, so this was a pretty good movie, but some of the stuff that happens is just ridiculous. Okay, so the first ridiculous thing that I can think of is that she stabs one of the alligators in the eye, right? And like its eye is completely gone. So later in the movie, it's not too later, but I think it's like 3 or 4 minutes after she stabs it in the eye, it goes looking for her with the missing eye. It stands in one place where she's at, looks in her direction. With its missing eye, it's looking for her where it can't see her. It doesn't just turn around with its good eye, it just looks for her with its missing eye. Just ridiculous. Um, a line in the movie says her dad wants to start online dating. Later in the movie, he says he doesn't deserve happiness and that he's not ready to date. Well, he doesn't say that exactly, but he says something like, "Oh, I don't deserve happiness, and your mom should start dating again," something like that. Yet earlier in the movie, he said he's trying online dating, and that's why he grew out, like, the beard thing. So, it doesn't really make sense. And what's really funny is, like, how all the robbers, they weren't that bad of a people, but they were still breaking the law. They didn't get that violent deaths. But then the cops got super violent deaths. One got torn apart by like 6 alligators. And the other one, his death lasted for like almost a minute of him just screaming in agony, wanting help. But the robbers, well, one like gets her leg chewed on for a little bit, then she gets pulled under the water. One gets slammed into the wall and then just gets pulled under the water. It's just like, hey, robbers are better than cops. And like the dad gets injured way more than the daughter. And later she just asks if he's okay, like after his arm is bitten off. Like, come on. And that's another thing. She gets like a huge gash on her arm from an alligator biting it. Later in the movie, it's just holding on to her arm for like a full minute. And it doesn't come off. Does this movie not understand how strong alligators' jaws are? It was a really cool, badass scene though with the shower scene. I was like, oh bitch, you just trapped yourself in the bathroom. That's just stupid. And then she just does like this awesome jump after tricking the alligator into going into the bathroom. This is a really entertaining movie. It just has a lot of stupid stuff in it, like most horror movies. Though I can't believe they would just give the two people that didn't really do anything wrong the most violent deaths. And what else? Yeah, the cop gets pulled down after like standing in the same place for like 10 seconds, but the dog had stayed there for like probably almost a day. He's been standing there for hours barking and whining, wanting the daughter and the dad to come out of the basement, but he just stands there. Alligator never gets him. But then, when the cop stands there for 10 seconds, alligator gets him. And this actually had like a bit of comedy in it, like the movie Killers. It's a horror movie, but it has comedy in it every now and then. Killers 1996 with Odessa and Kyle. It's kind of like that movie. Like, when the one dude's robbing a store, grabbing sunglasses, throws ones on the floor he doesn't want, grabs a bunch of chips and shit. There's like 2 hot dogs on the rack. He picks up one, bites it, and then like shakes his head to himself like, it's still good. Which I thought was hilarious. Oh, and it ends with it saying, "See you later, alligator." So, that was hilarious. It was a really good movie, but just some of the stuff that happened in it was kind of stupid, in my opinion. It still looked just as good as the trailer showed it.